So, good afternoon, everyone. So, as we move on to our topic today, let's have first our prayer. Yes. So Okay, so let's move on now to our next topic. So, which is the parts of an essay. So, at the end of this discussion, you must be able to know what is the in-depth meaning of an essay first, and how you're going to construct a very effective essay once you've learned all of these things. Okay, so let's proceed. So this is the parts of an essay. But first, we're going to know what is an essay first. Well, of course, we already know some of the meaning of essay because you've already discussed this in your past years when you are in your grade level. So first, what is an essay? So an essay tries to make a point. Okay, so it aims to support a single claim, and an essay doesn't just have a topic. It is also a thesis statement, and it supports a statement or a claim. So, in your essay, this is not just having a topic alone. It is all about on how you're going to defend, on how you're going to support all your key ideas with your supporting details once you are making your own essay. So let's continue. Okay, so an essay has three parts. Okay, so it is namely introduction, we have the body, and then the conclusion. But we will go first of what is an introduction of an essay. Okay, so in introduction, it gives your reader a very clear idea of what your essay will cover. It should be on the first paragraph of your essay that should clearly outline your answer. So, in writing an introduction, it will really give your audiences or your reader on what is the idea about your essay. Or let's say you can have a statement that really states and relevant um, to your main ideas later for your body. And then it should be written on the first paragraph because it was called an introduction because it can be seen on the first paragraph of your essay. So it should clearly outline your answer for your body and your conclusion later on for your essay. Okay, for the body. So in body, this is where you fully develop your essay. Okay, so each paragraph contains key ideas and a claim which is supported by relevant evidences, while it is the largest part of your essay. So why it is the largest part of your essay? Simple, because the body contains key ideas. So every key ideas must provide a three supporting details for your topic. And so you have a three key ideas, so you have totally nine supporting details that should support your key ideas that will serve as your evidences in your claim. Okay, so it will fully develop your essay because it is the very main focus. When I am a reader of your essay, so I will going to focus what is the components of your body of your essay. Okay, so in conclusion is the final paragraph of your essay. So the purpose of the conclusion is to restate the main arguments when you have in your introduction and also in your body. So it reminds the reader of the strengths of your main arguments and reiterates strengths of your main arguments and the most important evidence of supporting your ideas. So in conclusion, this is the last part of your essay. So this is where you're going to summarize all of your main arguments in your body, and then what are the things that strengthens your main ideas that was written in your body. Okay, so where you are going to put that in your conclusion. So it is better also for you to have a very good closing part or a closing statement when you are writing a conclusion. Why? Because it will catch the attention of your reader or your audiences when they are reading on the last part of your essay. So if I'm the reader, if I read a very good closing statement in your essay, so I'm gonna say, oh, that's the point. So that's the main argument of that topic or an essay that I have read. Okay, so it really stick on the mind of your reader. So that is the essence of writing an essay. It is not all about writing alone. It is not all about um, defending your arguments, but it is all about on how you're going to connect with your reader based on your topic that was chosen. I will just first share to you what are some tips on how you're going to make your effective essay when you are writing this. Okay, so let's go to the introduction. So, did you know that writing your introduction or picking some statement or a quotation or let's say a very good opening hook can really create a very big impact in your reader. So the very best tip on writing your introduction is that choose a statement that will really catch the attention of your reader. Okay, so it can be a quotation, it can be your own experiences, or whatever things you might like that will gonna say, oh, this introduction is very good. Okay, so in your body, I have a little tip when you're writing your body of your essay. So in writing of your body in your essay, so you must first have a very clear main point. So one point at a time, and every point must support a very clear supporting details for your readers to understand more about your arguments. Okay, so you could provide also your examples, your own examples, and also the very best part of it is that you are sharing your own experiences. Okay, so the better is that when you are using and when you are sharing your own experience towards your reader, because some of your readers can really relate for that. Okay, so in your conclusion, so your conclusion could be a very challenging part when you're writing an essay, because you're gonna ask yourself first on how am I going to end my essay very good and I have a very clear idea. Or let's say, how am I going to end my essay reminding all the people that I wrote this one? Okay, so simply, you can summarize all of your ideas that you have in your body, and then what are the things that you are gonna keep reminding for all of the readers that this is my point, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so of course it is not all about in the introduction that you're going to have a very good hook that could really catch the attention of your reader, but also you could do that when you are writing in your conclusion, because it is a challenge for you as a writer of an essay on how you're going to close that one with a very good closing statement. So if you find so hard to close your statement, well, you could search something or you can find something as a closing statement where you could close your essay a very good one. Okay? I hope you have now a idea on how you're going to uh, write your introduction, the body, and the conclusion of your essay. But first, let's going to have a practice on how you're going to write your essay based on what your chosen topic. So this is just a practice. So this paper will serve as your attendance for today's class. Okay, so your practice will be writing an essay depending on your chosen topic. So you will be the one to choose what is your topic, whether it is informative, persuasive, or whatever you want. As long as you can defend your arguments, you can support the details in your essay. And then you should follow the steps and the guide that we have discussed here. So take a glimpse on it, and then you're going to have an idea on how you're going to write your very effective essay. And then, but first, later on, you're gonna make this practice. But first, we're going to have our assessment number 1. Okay, because this paper will just serve as your attendance. So this assessment number 1 will be your quiz on this topic. And then, so instructions: in a clean sheet of paper, answer the following statement. Okay, get a 1/4 sheet of bad paper. Okay, so everyone have their 1/4 now? Are we ready? Okay, so number 1, we have a 5 items but times 2 points. Okay, so we have total of 10 points. So number 1, answer the following statement based on what we have discussed earlier. Okay, so number 1, it tries to make a point. It aims to support a single claim. So what is that? And then for number 2, its purpose is to give your reader a clear idea of what your essay will cover. So we have discussed that earlier. It is the longest part of an essay for number 3, and this is where you lead the reader through your ideas. Number 4, there needs to be a thread of an idea that they will follow through your paper or your presentation. So we have discussed that also earlier. I hope you will never be forgetful about that. And number 5, which is the last number, it is the final paragraph of an essay. So this assessment is very easy and very fresh in your mind because we've just discussed this earlier. So after answering this, you will have your assignment to be passed on the next day. So this assignment is worth 10 points, okay? So in your assignment, write 3 ways, just 3 ways on how to make every part of an essay. So you can have your own words. Your own words must the better, because this will gonna test if you really understood what we have discussed. So write 3 ways on how to make every part of an essay. So follow the format below. So this is the format. You could have your introduction here, and then the 3 ways or the 3 tips on how to make every part of an essay. Also in the body, we have this 1, 2, 3, and in the conclusion, you could also have the 3 ways. Okay, so this is worth 10 points to be passed on the next day of our class schedule. Okay, so after you answer this, or here, you can pass your paper to me. Okay, so all papers are here. Okay, so that's all for today, class. I hope you've learned something in our topic today. So some more questions? Okay, I hope you really understand our topic today. So this is just very easy one. Okay, so see you on our next scheduled class. Thank you for rendering your time on our class today. So thank you and goodbye.